have you ever pulled up to the beach, taken a look, and had 1,000 excuses run through your head about why you shouldn't paddle out? The real reason you don't feel like surfing could be tiredness, laziness, problems at home, or it's simply too big for your comfort level. Now, you don't want to admit this to your friends. You need to look good and come up with a solid excuse. Hell, I'm here to help you. I'm Brad Jacobson. I chase the waves, the people who ride them, and tell the stories about these adventures. How many times have you surfed even though it looked horrible and yet you still had a blast? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's happened more times than you can count. So before I wrap off a bunch of excuses for you, I'm going to tell you to just go out. There's a 99% chance that you're going to have fun. But if you're not feeling it, or if it's just too big for your comfort level, here's 10 solid and some not so solid excuses that you can tell your friends.
I ran out of gas. I had a flat tire. I didn't have enough money for cab fare. My truck didn't come back from the cleaners. Someone stole my car. There was an earthquake.
The number one excuse I hear the most is about the tide. The tide's too high, swamping it out. Straight mush burgers, bro. And then you have the complete opposite. The tide's way too low, completely draining it out. No way anyone is making those. I'm gonna wait till it changes. Waiting will almost always lead to the second excuse on my list, the wind. The wind is bad. I'll often hear this one even with the slightest onshore breezes. Oh man, the wind is on it. Or I'll hear, the weather app shows the wind is gonna die down in an hour, so I'm gonna check it then. Speaking of apps, that leads me to the third excuse. I'm gonna wait for the SWELL to peak. My surf forecast app shows that the SWELL hasn't filled in yet, so yeah, I'm gonna wait until it does, until it's like fully pumping. Waiting to surf will almost always lead you back to excuse number 2, bad winds. Number 4 on my list is a legit gripe. It's too crowded. No way am I paddling out in that kook soup. I'm not in the mood to enter the Thunderdome.
Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome!
I'll straight snap on someone. Number 5 dates back to like the 60s. It was way better yesterday. Dude, I surfed for like 5 hours straight. It was insane. This looks horrible compared to yesterday. I'm out of here. All right, so you're gonna be able to mentally picture the surfer saying the next excuse because we all know this guy. Number 6 is it's too small.
I don't go out unless it's at least double overhead, so Daddy can spend some quality time in the green room.
Number 7, man, the water temps dropped and my wetsuit is still damp. Yeah, the temps can drop overnight, but it's still a weak excuse. You knew it wasn't gonna feel like bathwater, but you have no motivation to suit up. Cold temps can also lead to my number 8 excuse. The cold water will aggravate my old college football knee injury. This one is usually followed up with a long story about how they scored the winning touchdown and got carried off the field on their teammates' shoulders.
I played high school football. 4 touchdowns in one game.
They'll go on with story after story if you let them. So it's better to turn your back and just go paddle out. Number 9, oh, this one doesn't work for wave pools. I swear I just saw a fin, and I bet it's circling the lineup. Surfers will say some pretty crazy things to get out of paddling out on a big day. And now the final excuse for this episode is, man, there's no photographers on the beach. My filmer couldn't make it today, so I'm just gonna stay dry. After all, if it's not caught on film, did it really happen? Yeah, that does actually happen. Well, there you have it, my list of surfer excuses not to paddle out. I'm sure you've heard a few good ones too, and I'd love to hear them. So let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'm Brad Jacobson, and I'll see you on the sand.